Good evening, good afternoon, and good morning to all of our business partners around the world. My name is Travis Siegfried, and I am here to tell you about our recent launch of the IBM Video Analytics offering. I am responsible for cognitive AI and vision solutions here at IBM supporting our business partners. I'm going to tell you a little more about this software and how it's used for displaying unstructured data in a structured manner from real-time streaming video, as well as post-processing via video file ingestion. And we are focusing on all sorts of industries, right? Retail, across manufacturing, construction comes to mind quite a bit, and us being inside of the Watson Media and Weather Group, agriculture, as well as aviation, and energy and utilities are also extremely important and valuable industries. So I think it's really important to sort of show off this next slide that kind of tells exactly what industries are key, because these are the areas that you should focus. In my opinion, this is a report that was done markets and markets, and it's sort of global forecasted to kind of show you the big heavy hitters, right, and the opportunity and where it lies. So the biggest one is public safety. So things haven't changed there much, right? Critical infrastructure, travel and transportation, they're all very, very high, highly growth areas for video and for video analytics. The key capabilities, there are some updates to this, and there are some major changes in a good way here. You'll see from the real-time and forensic video processing is what is available today, and we still have the tagging and searching across your capabilities, right? You can quickly search for people or logos or objects or gestures and more. So that is not, that has been expanded upon, as you see logos and things like that, and I'll explain what that means in a sec. Static cameras in motion, you can still do your uploaded video file ingestion. So you'll have the ability to, capture that drone video and actually, run analytics on it as more of a post-processing. So that all is still capable. Redaction, same way, right? That's a post-process where we can get inappropriate content or things that shouldn't be shown for newscasts and things really easily, so we can block that out. Tracking people and objects, we can still do that. And you have the ability to, which I think is really important, create those custom models, right, with your YOLO or Power AI Vision that IBM has. So those capabilities are still all very, very important. But we are camera vendor agnostic still, right? So we have the ability to pull in, as long as you have a real-time stream, pull in that video and run our analytics on it in real time. So detecting change of patterns, monitoring access areas, all of that is still the same from a product perspective. The thing that we would note would be facial recognition and skin tone are not supported in the base product. So those things have been removed. Creating custom models, extremely important, right? That's really one of the game changers that our video analytics product has. So we still have the ability to bring in these custom models from Cafe or Power AI Vision or YOLO and run them. You select, it's basically a point, click, and tag of the different scenarios that you're looking to train the system to understand. So that's really where the Watson cognitive capability comes in here, and it can be trained across and very easily searchable or alerted on, right? So it's the same functionality that you have in the tool, but now you can go much more and become much more intelligent, because I'm now training for a particular employee, particular outfit that an employee wears, or a hard hat that they wear, to ensure that they're safe. For worker safety is the example that I'm showing here. So that capability is still available, and you'll be able to leverage it. Things that I would look for when you're actually pulling your clients together and trying to understand is there value for video analytics at that client? I would say looking for large amounts of video content, right? So that's where your video file ingestion comes into play, where we can analyze these large digital asset management or digital asset containers where you'd have video stored. So that's one of them. And then also clients that have existing video infrastructure in place that it's just a bit, maybe it's a little bit outdated, or it doesn't have the technology that actually can track and trace, custom things. We can breathe life into those existing video infrastructures. And as you can see here, for travel, transportation, airports, you name it, banking and insurance, we have the ability to create and reduce the amount of staff that's needed, right, to actually monitor those cameras, the hundreds, if not thousands of cameras they have on board. We have the ability to reduce those false positives so they're not getting alerts every 5 seconds. And then the ability to upgrade and create those new models, right? Those custom models that I mentioned earlier are totally able to be updated and changed as your business grows or as your company changes, so which is huge, I think. A lot of our competition will provide, first off, they don't really provide the models, right? The custom models without a huge upfront services engagement that is very costly. That is not the case here. It's literally a point, click, and tag. It's very simple, right? So that's one thing. And then also to be able to grow with the product and be able to change and modify those models is super important. So here is some of what the new product looks like, or the new component to your overall solution will look like, right? So you have your cameras to the left. I have a webcam set up, and I have an intercoastal waterways camera that we're going to demo today. And so this one looks out over into intercoastal. I have a few little alerts set up that you can see here popping up down at the bottom, right? The boats that are going out, boats that are coming in, and just boat detection in general. Some of this is really important, so you can actually see in real time some of these things. I'm going to open up a couple of searches that I had done earlier. So, for example, this is a heat map for the last hour. I'm going to do a new refreshed one, but it does still have the heat mapping capability. Histograms, right? Here's one, and I picked July the 20th for search because that's my birthday, but here's one that shows you, again, right out of the tool, a histogram of how many boats have gone by on the July the 20th as opposed to July the 19th. So 5 boats have gone by on the 20th, 1 the 19th. That is very accurate because the 20th was a Saturday this year. We usually don't have as much boat traffic on Fridays as we do on Saturdays. So that's a perfect example of what a histogram might look like. Here are actually boats coming in and going out. Now, these are a little bit small, but if you look at the direction of the boat, they're going in. How I do that? I've got a directional motion search, right, alert type that I can create in this camera. Oh, this is just a camera that I got off Amazon. It's nothing special. And there's no video management system. It's just directly coming in. So I don't have pre-recorded here, but you could very easily add a video management system to this. So this is just, I did a search, again, on my birthday, the 20th, of boats coming in. How many boats are coming in? How many boats are going out? There's a ton of boats going out here. See the direction going the other direction now. The arrow is pointing the other direction, indicating that the directional motion going out has popped up. You can see it down here at the bottom. It'll also show you the alerts of each of these, and you can click on them. But the boats going out are going, the opposite way. And when I say going out, it's going out of the marina. The marina is to the right here. So these are actually going the other direction. Again, this is fun, something I set up yesterday, but you have the ability to do this in your businesses and at your clients' businesses to make things much more efficient. I can do simple boat counts here. It's really not, I'm not in charge of the boat police or anything like that. So, but it's kind of cool that, it's very easy for me to see how many boats are coming in and out, right? We had 6 boats on the course of these 2 days, which marry up with this histogram, by the way. So it's very easy to, and much more accurate to get these things showing. You can do simple alert searches. You can do event searches like you could in the past. So that is very, very simple there, or very similar to the history as well. I can even show you, so left and right are the differences between in and out on some of these boats. So boats coming in, for example, are going from left to right. And you'll see, if I could zoom in on these, you may be able to see a little bit of, yeah, down here at the bottom. So you can see a little bit of a bigger image. Some of the other, there's some other ways that I could probably show this, but they're going from left to right. That's boats going in. And then boats going out are going the other direction. I just want to show you kind of a little bit better picture where you can see that. So they're going out there. And we'll show in real time. I can even show you here. So this is the real live camera right now. And what you'll see here, I'm going to go and actually, I'm going to walk out here so you can see, what it will pick up. So it has what I'm showing you in each of these. I have in the upper right corner, I've designated that tree, every time it moves, I don't want to see it. So that's a region of uninterest. I don't want to see alerts for things that we don't. So this is, again, ways that you can cut down on your false positives, right? And it's gotten even better. So you've got your, you can block that out. That's what these yellow marks are here. So I'm just using background subtraction for a typical tracker. I've got color classification in the bottom here. So this will detect the color that someone or something has when it crosses. And then this, I've got a chair left behind. I just put a quick alert. Again, I just did this quickly so that you could see. So when that actually populates, it's got to sit there for 60 seconds. That's the time frame that I've defined, and it will show that a candidate is there when if I leave something, it'll show a one candidate. And then this is just the input image. That's just the live image of the video, the video feed itself. So let me go, and I'll just show you in real life here what this looks like. So I'm going to go first and leave something behind, right? And I just created an alert that says that I'm going to leave this behind. But as I'm walking, actually, before I do that, as I'm walking in front of the camera, you should see that it picks up a pedestrian. It picks me up. It should put a box around me, and it should say that I'm wearing black because I am. And it may, as I'm moving, it may change color. It may change different things like that. Because it's trying in real time to figure out what it is that I'm looking like, what it is that I'm wearing. It's also tracking a trajectory. As I'm going over here, it tracks me and puts a box above my head. That tells you that it's following me throughout the entire frame. As soon as I leave the camera, it starts over. But again, you can find and very easily search on what it is that it's finding during that tracking and that tracing. So as you see over here, I put a box for something I left behind. I'm going to go get that now, and I'll show you what that looks like. So I put the box here. Now, it's also probably thinking that boats are going by because I put an alert right in this area here that shows when I'm going left to right that that's a boat. You can make that even more crisp and reduce your false positives by enhancing that by creating custom models, right? We talked about that earlier. So I'm going to let that chair behind. It's been there. It probably hasn't been 60 seconds yet, but it's coming up on it. You'll see that it should pop up with an alert saying that there is actually a valid candidate after 60 seconds. So it should have shown me tracking. You should have been able to see me following around. It should have identified the colors. I couldn't see the screen as I was out there, but you can kind of get the point as to all of the different analytics that you can pull from this. So there, it's identified it. See here, it says one candidate. The chair was identified, and it was very quick. So hopefully you all saw that, and this is recorded, so you can go back and check. But anyway, this is just an example of, and then you'll see also here, the chair left behind. and then it notes it. So it popped up in our alert section here as a low priority, and you have the ability to see that. Anyway, I just wanted to show you very easily how easy this stuff really is, right? All of the analytics that you can pull from the product is extremely simple. It's very easy to use, and these are just simple methodologies that I use in how to work the system. You certainly will get more complex.
Thank you all for your time, and I look forward to working with each and every one of you on a future video analytics opportunity. Have a great day.